like bow, sucker. Yeah. Bow down to your master. Yeah, coolie. Kiss my converse.
Is it gonna be a brand new pair of kissed Converse? Or is it gonna be an upset of the millennium? Can Mikey Garcia do it? Can he join Oliver McCall, Buster Douglas? Can he join them in the upsets? This is your host, Mr. A, and this is Ready Talk Boxing. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up. New viewers become new subscribers. And enjoy the 7th edition of Mr. A's Thoughts. This fight is tough, folks. This is a very tough fight. As a boxing fan, as myself, to pick a side on. I'm torn. I see lots of versions of this fight. For all you movie buffs, you movie lovers, if you're seeing the Marvel movie Infinity War, I believe that's the name of it. Doctor Strange sitting there and his head's going crazy, seeing all those fucking different views of the outcomes. That's how I sit there. I'm sitting there as Mr. A, just sitting there like, oh shit, fucking boxing. And my head's going crazy looking at this fight. Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia, upset, fucking defeat, brutal knockout, fucking. Can Mikey do it? My head's looking at all these shits. You see, you tell yourself so many ways. Can this go? And you're looking. I see what Mikey is gonna try, and actually, we all pretty just saw this weekend what Mikey's gonna try against Errol Spence. If you were watching Boxing Sunday on ESPN, you saw Jose Ramirez take on Zepeda. That is what Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia is going to be. Mikey Garcia is going to be Zepeda. And Errol Spence is going to be Jose Ramirez. That is Mikey Garcia's game plan. That exact game plan. Because Zepeda doesn't hit as hard as Jose, but he was doing it. And it's in the interviews here and there, you heard Mikey Garcia kind of say, well, I can't box with him. I'm going to have to find angles, get in and out. That it's right there. His plan is to do what Zepeda did against Jose Ramirez. Now, is Errol Spence just going to sit there and beat Jose Ramirez? That's what a lot of boxing people are not thinking. Not thinking simply, one, the fucking massive in weight difference. He just won't sit there and be out jabbed, out punched, pity patted points. Because at some point, Mikey Garcia is going to have to freeze Errol Spence. He's gonna know now. Is his foot movement gonna be that dominant for 12 rounds? Is his punch volume gonna be that high? That much power pellets, because he's at the snack shack, so he's on that Pac-Man power pellet shit. He got the right protein shakes. So is he feeling good? Is he had that nice oomph for 12 rounds? The leg muscles, the ankle movements. To just sit there and just, but like I said, at 3-minute rounds, you figure he's gonna have to at least at a 36-minute fight. I say about 7 minutes. You would think he's gonna have to somehow just bang with Errol Spence at least for 7 minutes somehow in this fight. So if that's gonna be a tough test, to do that much movement to keep Errol Spence off him. It's tough, Like I said, there's a lot of ways to look at this fight. For those who are wondering why Errol Spence is red, and who don't recognize that little intro there, that is The Last Dragon. You know, The Last Dragon. It was a black martial arts movie about Bruce Leroy finding the master, and you know, so he could discover the power, and it turns out, you know, on his quest to find the master and the power, he comes across the evil master Shonuff, who makes you who punks you. You get in his path, he fucking makes you kiss his Converse. And he knows he don't need to find no master, because he knows that inner power. He knows that inner glow. It's like the glow was like Star Wars, the Force, but this is the martial arts. The glow made you fucking, you know, kick with the kick and punch with the punch, you know. And Master Shonuff was evil. He was vicious. Come on, whoop your ass. He threw the younger brother in a trash can of spaghetti. You know, a trash can full of spaghetti in a pizza shop. Picked him up and just threw his ass in there. Vicious. You know, but his glow was red, because he whooped ass and he was angry. So, and since Errol Spence is the boogeyman, and he needs to be dominant like Master Shonuff. He needs to fucking have Chuck Taylors on in that ring. He needs to. And like I said, and there's lots of, like I said, big ups to Mikey. Will it be great to see him win this fight? It absolutely would. It'd be awesome to see Mikey go up to 147 and win. But just to me, just not against Errol Spence. It just fucks up the whole climax of boxing. You know, if he beat Sean Porter, if he beat Danny Garcia, if he beat Jesse Vargas, but to go up there and beat the boogeyman, which is fucking a phenomenal feat. Don't get me wrong, phenomenal. Put it on my resume. Fuck you, Mr.A. Put that shit on my resume. But the lopsided it would do. Errol Spence, people will use it probably as a bullshit excuse to start ducking. What will it do to fucking the lightweight division? You know, Garcia's, is he really gonna be a 147? I don't know. It'll make some matches, but people will really start, to me, I think they'll start ducking and trying to really start doing some bullshit money fighting. And truth be told, man, if Earl is, you know, the way we see Earl, you know, the Earl and Crawford fight, that phenomenal fight, that big badass fight, Earl needs to come out here, like I said, he needs to have fucking some nice brand new laces, fucking evenly tied so they ain't touching the ground when he's walking. He needs to have them nice, white bottomed, you know, no lint on the canvas, and ready to be kissed. This is the Double RT Boxing Show. I am your host. Thank you for tuning in.